This video is part of our 7-video series on the causes and effects of the current war, its history, and its future significance. Check out the full series for the complete picture. The Middle East holds its breath as the world watches for Iran's next move. Following recent escalations, the question isn't if Tehran will respond, but how and with what intensity. This isn't merely a regional concern. The potential for a wider conflict carries profound implications for global energy markets, international shipping, and the delicate balance of power across continents. We stand at a critical juncture where understanding the full spectrum of Iran's retaliation scenarios is paramount, from the activation of its deeply entrenched proxy networks to sophisticated cyber operations and potential disruptions in vital waterways. Iran possesses a diverse and often unpredictable toolkit. The stakes are immense, not just for the immediate players, but for every nation reliant on the stability of this volatile region. Tonight, we dissect the strategic calculus behind Iran's potential responses, examining the specific mechanisms and the far-reaching consequences of each option. This analysis will cut through the noise, providing a clear, expert-driven look at the pathways to escalation and the urgent need for de-escalation. The coming days and weeks could define the trajectory of Middle Eastern security for years to come, making this a critical moment for informed understanding. To grasp the potential responses, we must first acknowledge the strategic depth of Iran's regional influence. For decades, Tehran has cultivated a sophisticated network of non-state actors, often referred to as its axis of resistance, designed to project power and deter adversaries without direct military confrontation. This strategy of asymmetric warfare allows Iran to exert pressure across multiple fronts, leveraging local grievances and existing conflicts. The current tensions have brought this network into sharp focus. We're not just talking about conventional military might. We're talking about a complex web of alliances and capabilities that can be activated with varying degrees of deniability. This includes well-armed and experienced groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon, powerful Shiite militias in Iraq, and various factions operating within Syria and Yemen. The decision to activate these proxies is not taken lightly, as it carries inherent risks of unintended escalation. However, it offers Iran a potent means to inflict costs on its adversaries, disrupt regional stability, and signal its resolve without necessarily triggering a full-scale conventional war. The critical question now is which nodes of this network might be engaged, and under what circumstances. The activation of Iran's proxy network presents several distinct and dangerous pathways for retaliation. In Lebanon, Hezbollah remains Iran's most formidable and well-equipped non-state ally. A response through Hezbollah could involve precision missile strikes against Israeli targets, cross-border incursions, or even a broader escalation along the Israeli-Lebanese border, drawing in a major regional power. Such a move would immediately raise the risk of a full-blown conflict, given Hezbollah's extensive arsenal and combat experience. Further east in Iraq, numerous Shiite militias, many with direct ties to Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, pose a significant threat to U.S. forces and interests. These groups have a history of rocket attacks on bases hosting American troops and could intensify their operations, potentially targeting diplomatic facilities or critical infrastructure. The Syrian theater also remains a volatile arena. Iran maintains a substantial presence there, supporting the Assad regime, and could leverage its forces or allied militias to launch attacks or create diversions, further destabilizing an already fractured nation. Each of these proxy options offers Iran a degree of plausible deniability, but the potential for miscalculation and rapid escalation remains acutely high. Beyond its proxy network, Iran possesses a range of other potent, albeit less conventional, retaliation options. Cyber warfare stands as a significant threat. Iran has demonstrated increasing capabilities in this domain, with past attacks targeting critical infrastructure, financial institutions, and government networks in the U.S. and its allies. A sophisticated cyber assault could aim to disrupt essential services, sow chaos, or steal sensitive data, offering a high-impact, low-attribution form of retaliation. Another critical area of concern is maritime harassment, particularly in the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow choke point, through which a significant portion of the world's oil supply passes, is highly vulnerable to disruption. Iran could employ fast attack boats, naval mines, or even drone swarms to harass commercial shipping, temporarily block the strait or target specific vessels. Such actions would send immediate shockwaves through global energy markets and could provoke a swift international response. The deployment of advanced drone swarms, a tactic Iran has increasingly refined, offers another asymmetric option, capable of overwhelming air defenses and striking targets with precision, further complicating defensive strategies for U.S. and allied bases in the Gulf. The cumulative effect of these potential retaliation scenarios paints a complex picture of an escalating regional conflict. Each option, from proxy activation to cyber attacks and maritime disruptions, represents a rung on an escalation ladder, with the potential for rapid and unpredictable climbs. The immediate threat to U.S. and allied military bases in the Gulf region is undeniable, as are the risks to international shipping lanes and global economic stability. However, understanding these pathways also reveals potential de-escalation off-ramps. Diplomatic channels, though strained, remain crucial. Clear communication of red lines and intentions, coupled with international mediation efforts, could prevent miscalculation from spiraling into wider conflict. The strategic challenge lies in deterring Iranian aggression while simultaneously creating space for dialogue and preventing a cycle of retaliatory strikes. The regional conflict scenario tree is vast, with branches leading to both further instability and, hopefully, to a renewed commitment to diplomatic solutions. The coming period will test the resolve and strategic acumen of all parties involved, demanding a nuanced approach to navigate these perilous waters.